Good morning, students. How are you all? Hope you are all fine and safe at home. So today we are going to learn about Class 10 Geography, Chapter number 1, Field Visit, Part 2. So let us start. As we have seen earlier, the students are on a field visit. Now it's the day 2. Now it's their second day. So let's see what they have observed on the second day. So on their way, their teacher asked the students that we are on the Mumbai-Pune Expressway. Can you see the change in the relief again? On this question, students replied, yes ma'am. So their teacher told them that even though they are driving on a plain road, they can see hilly regions all around. The frequency of houses is less over that area. So teacher told them that even though they are on the plain road, they will be seeing hilly area all around. Teacher told them that the frequency of houses is less in this area. These are the east slopes of the Western Ghats. Teacher told them that now they have entered the Western Ghats, and these are the east slopes of the Western Ghats. These hilly areas are known or called as Sahyadris. So the difference in slopes, that is the gentle slope to the east and the steep slope to the west. So there is a difference in the slopes, that is on the east side the slope is a little bit gentle, whereas there is a steep slope to the west. Towards the west, you can see many cliffs and waterfalls about which you must have learnt in class 9. Teacher then told them that this region is also the source of river Ulhas, which is a major west flowing river. Let us move forward. So in this process, some students started asking that, ma'am, we are crossing the Ghat section, right? And now we are going to Khopoli, right ma'am? On this question, teacher told them that correct, you are right. So this is known as the Bhor or the Khandala Ghat in the Western Ghat. Now we are going from the Khandala Ghat. So now we will be entering the western coastal plains of India. So, and then the teacher told the students, come on, now you have to observe the trees, the soil and houses that you are going to see. So you have to observe all that. So after this, the students started observing over the area, and the students could see dense forests comprising of thick vegetation in the ghats. They could see trees with broad leaves. They had seen these types of trees in Sihagarh region too, and these trees were the teak trees. Here in the picture you could see the teak trees. So after that, the teacher started explaining them that this region is a region of deciduous trees. So in this region there are so many deciduous trees, and there are many vanrais and devrais. So what is the meaning of vanrais? Are the woodlands, and devrais are sacred groves. About this vanrais and devrais we will learn in detail after a little bit. So after crossing the ghats, these western ghats, the dense forest became sparse, and instead of ghats, paddy fields and huge industrial estates were now visible. So now the students could see, after going through the ghats are almost over now, so they could see the paddy fields and huge industrial estates. Let us move forward. So here in the picture you can see Devrai and Vanrai. So let us learn about them. Vanrai. So what is Vanrai? During a shortage rainwater is worst affected. So, RFC promoted and recharged the concept of Vanrai Bandar and launched an enormous drive to spread this. Darvia was an environmentalist who managed the Vanrai NGO. Vanrai Bandara or bunds are constructed across a stream or a small river using gunny bags refilled with locally available soil or the sand, and these bags are mostly sealed. Let us move forward and learn about Devrai. Devrai. What is Devrai? Devrai is a Marathi word for the sacred groves of India. It means a dense but well-managed plantation, generally on the outskirts of villages. Devrai is a pretty old concept and references can be found in old literature too. There are many popular and old Devrai in India which are maintained by locals of their region. Here in the picture you can see Devrais. So Devrais are nothing but the dense but well-managed plantation on the outskirts of the villages. Let us move forward. So as the students were going further, they could feel change in the weather. It started getting hotter and hotter and they started perspiring, and it was because of the humidity in the air. Because of that they were perspiring and their skin was becoming very sticky. So why this happened? Because as we go near the sea, this will increase, and because of the heavy rainfall and nearness to the sea, this happens. And in this region, because of high rainfall, rice is the major crop. Let us move forward. Now the students were almost going to reach Alibag when their teacher told them that before going to the lodges in Alibag, they will go and they will visit the Talati office. So the teacher told them that first we will go to the Talati office, and in that Talati office the students can gather information on the basis of the questionnaire which they have prepared in the school. They will be visiting the Talati office and they will be asking the Talati officer the questions about the types of crops, soil types, cultivation of fruits and other cash crops. They will be asking the officer how the land revenue is collected in the office, which are the land under irrigation, watershed programs and other occupation in the village. So the student reached Alibag in the afternoon and then they visited the Talati office, and there they collected all the information based on their questionnaire. After collecting the information in the Talati office, the teacher and the students visited the beach and the fort. They went to the Alibag beach and they visited the Kulaba fort. Here you can, in the picture you can see the Alibag beach and the Kulaba fort. So at that moment the teacher asked the students that what is the difference between the forts which they have seen earlier and this Kulaba fort. On that the student replied that this fort was constructed in water. This Kulaba fort is constructed in water while other two were on the land. So on that the teacher told them that this fort is built on a wave cut platform. Because it is surrounded by the sea water, it is called as a sea fort. And the teacher then told them that earlier these types of forts were built for the security of sea. And we have seen many of such forts on the west coast. For example, we have seen Sindhudurg Fort, Janjira Fort. After that, teacher asked the students that based on the information that they have collected, can they tell what occupations are followed in this area? On that, students replied that fishing and agriculture are both the occupations are followed in this area. On students' reply, teacher asked them that to which category this occupation belongs. And after that, the teacher started explaining them about the fishing and agriculture, that initially fishing was the main occupation in this area. But later on, agriculture was also practiced in this region, but away from the shore area. And after that, coconut, betel nut, jackfruit, banana and some spices are cultivated in the coastal plains. And this is called as horticultural farming. And now, today, tourism has also become an important occupation in this area. After spending some time on the beach and playing with the sand and captured beautiful glimpse of the sunset in their cameras, the students came to their lodges. After that, they discussed some important points so that they can complete their field visit report. And after returning to their lodges, they had dinner, they rested for the night at Alibag, and next day in the morning, they had their breakfast and left for their return journey with different experience which they had on this field visit. Thank you, students. That's it for today.